Hello, and welcome to the first video for Engineering 1251, Introduction to Solid Modeling. Before we get into the weeds of how to use the software, I wanted to give a quick tour of SolidWorks. When you first open SolidWorks, you'll be presented with this screen. The first step is to create a new file. This is done by scrolling up to the menu bar, selecting File and New. You'll be given this prompt where you'll see the three file types: part, assembly, and drawing. For today's tour, we're going to create a new part file, and we'll learn more about the other two file types later in the semester. Now that we've created a new file, let's talk about a few key aspects of SolidWorks. The main portion of your screen, as you can see here in the middle, is the graphics area. This is where all of the sketching and your part will be seen, and most of the work will actually be done. Up top, you'll have the command manager, and it has all of these tabs: features, sketch, markup, evaluate, etc. The main ones that we'll be using for this class are features, sketch, and evaluate. You have the design tree, which is just below that, and that will, this will be the title of the part. It will tell you all the notes you have, and eventually when we start applying materials to parts, you'll see that here, as well as an option for the three planes: the front, top, and right planes, and the origin. You also have the menu bar, which is up here near the SolidWorks logo in the top left corner of your screen. And if this is the first time you've opened SolidWorks, this will probably not be pinned. I suggest pinning it, so I'll show you how to do that real quick. So this is probably how yours looks. You don't have that menu pinned. If you just scroll up to the arrow and hover over it, this menu will pop out. Just run over and click on that little pin, and it will pin that menu for you so you can view it at all times. You also have the heads up view toolbar, which is this little panel of logos here. You have appearances, hiding, sketches, axes. This is all stuff you'll learn more about later, but if I do reference it in the future, that's where this is, kind of at the top middle of the graphics area. The next area I want to talk about is the task pane, which is located over here on the right side of your screen. You have all of these tabs, SolidWorks Resources, Design Library, File Explorer, View Palette, which I'll use more for drawings, and then appearances. All of these can be done in other areas, and I typically don't use this pane very often. It probably won't come up much in the context of this class, but if you do use this professionally, or if you decide to use it more frequently, you may find these panels more effective. Down here in the bottom left of your screen, you'll have the reference triad, and that just shows the orientation of all three of the primary axes. That's going to conclude the tour of the software for today. The next video will cover actually sketching and extruding those sketches into three-dimensional parts. Thanks.